Hi, this is Linda with KC Creations by Linda, taking you on a tour of my latest creation. The paper set is from Dasyavenue, and I will put a link to her store and a link to the bundle that she has put together of everything that I used. In case you want to make one, it's all right there in one place. It has a hardcover. It measures 9 by 6 and has a 4.5-inch spine. I am calling this Cozy Autumn. I've got some jute here that's got some burlap all woven around in it. We've got little pumpkins on foam dots. It says Country Harvest. And you pull out the little card without the fuzz. There's a little acetate window there that the card goes in. Got a little metal charm of a leaf, fall memories, a little cluster, and another little cluster. And as usual, all the cards, except this one, I made it double-sided. So if you like that side better, or this side, or swapping them around, they just fit. Here's your spine. This is actual dried apple and a dried orange. We've got 3 signatures that are held together with the brown twine. And there's your back. And I have torn the pages on the cover around the edges to give it that rustic look and have some beautiful backing paper behind it. This is your first signature. It's tied with some jute twine, and we have a big, sorry about that. We have a big tag here that I have made into a flip pocket. Down here we have one pocket, and I cut out the little crate, put it on some foam dots. And I've got some burlap there, and I cut out this and put it on a little brad so it turns. And these are the cards. This is a chunky one, of course. There's one that pretty leaves hanging off the side. Library card. And then in the top pocket, these, and there's the rest of the beautiful card. Little swatch. Pretty pumpkins. Autumn tickets. There's the pretty heirloom orchards. And on the tag, I have tied it with some brown sari silk. It's got a little bulb pin that holds these little tickets. Warm autumn days, pretty leaf, another little ticket. Then it opens up. We've got a pocket here and a pocket here. And I just took one of the other tags and put it over it. Top pocket, we've got a key here, so I put a little metal key there on a brad. Golden Harvest apples. It's such a beautiful card. I love the colors. And then down here in this pocket, pretty leaves. Autumn leaves. And here I put a wax seal. Rusted paper clip holds this little fabric leaf there. Over here we got a very narrow flip with 2 pockets. Some fountain pens, another ticket. And up here in this one, ticket, got some buttons. When it swings open, I put one of the pockets there. Cut out these little swatches. Little mushrooms. Then here we have a flip up like so. And I have made 2 copies, and I cut out and made a little pocket here out the envelope. Real safety pin there that I've rested. Got these wee little guys. Just another one of the clusters. Little journaling card. Another real wax stamp, and I've got jute twine wrapping around this little envelope there. And in this pocket, pretty leaves, another ticket. And here there was a safety pin, so I rested some safety pins and glued one on there. Then here we've got a big acetate window. See the fireplace under there? It's one of her clusters. They're just absolutely stunning. They're so busy. I love them. And here's another big card. Lots of journaling space on the back. And opens up, and this is some rusty kind of terracotta sari silk. We have a flip here. Made one of the pockets. It had buttons on it, so I added some buttons there. Real buttons. Little card. It opens up. It says Woodland Stories. Some pretty ribbon there. Here's a little flip. Another real stamp, and I've got underneath it, I've got some of the jute twine. And made it where it holds these little guys. It just fits right in between there. Open it up. It says Harvest Memories, got a little jute bow, 2 little fabric leaves. Pocket here. And I've got a little jute tied there, a little rusted paper clip that holds this little Autumn Magic ticket. And this is a metal bracket, it says Forest Findings. And then up here, I've got some kind of scallopy jute there. And it flips up. We've got the cabinet there in the kitchen for all these little tags. There's another one of the little clusters. And in this pocket, a little postcard. And at the very top, oops, pretty postcard. And then we turn over here. This is some cream colored sari silk. I've taken another one of the large tags and made it into a flip from the bottom. We've got some burlap here. Library cards. Postcard. And I made these little brads shine a little bit. Pretty buttons, acorns hanging from it. And this some jute. And here we have a little flip going this way. So in the little tags, I just downsized it. Made little pockets. Cute little owl. Wild and free. And up here we've got these little guys. Another one of the little clusters. It flips open. Another tag here I did the same thing with. Little tiny pocket there. Big wax seal on that ticket. And up here, I have a bottle of ink and another one of the pretty clusters. There's the back. I made another acetate window here. You can see the little girls. I've fussy cut out them and put it on top, and they're on some foam dots, so they're kind of 3D. Got these two pretty cards. Then on this side, tied with some twine again. Cut out a pocket there. This one has a metal button on it, tied with some very thin jute. Pretty card. And up here on this one, this beautiful card. Big cluster. And it swings open. I need to move a little bit. Pocket here, pocket here. Little postcard, little journal card. It says Autumn Treasures. This one says Thankful Heart. Postcard, another journal card. Then again, made a little flip, little pocket. These two little buttons here tied with some very thin twine. Burgundy buttons. Then up here, another beautiful cluster. And this one has a little safety pin on it. Opens up, two more pockets. Journaling card, pretty little envelope. Rustic Autumn and Maple Leaf Memories. And here I made a little notebook. I just, as you can see, I cut around the image there to make the pocket. These are double-sided. I believe there's 10 pages in here. And I rested the little fastener, and when you use one side, you can flip it over and journal on the other side. Get all my little pieces going. And then on this side, start with some yellow twine. This is the next signature. A little flip here. We took one of the cards and cut it out, cut around the sunflowers to make a little pocket. Little sunflower postcard, pretty maple leaf, another postcard. Then it opens this way. Made a side band that finishes the image. These two pretty cards. And then here, I took one of the clusters and made it into a flip pocket. You see these rusty paper clips, and I put little tiny clusters on them. Another wax seal. And mushrooms. And it opens up. Pocket here. Pretty leaves again. One of the clusters with the tall autumn cards. Here we have belly band. And I took, you can see how it finishes the image there, turkeys. I took these cards, and they have their own pockets. I just cut around everything there. And up here. I love those mushrooms. Such a pretty color. And it's got its own little dangle. Little owl and just some little tickets. This one says apple picking. And then this one, I've got some big gold brats there. And a yellow wax stamp. And up here, and another little dangle. I'm getting him going right there. There's a pumpkin, golden days, beautiful scenery. Just lay those there. Here, this is some cream colored sari silk. This is on part of the image, and I just cut around it, added some burlap here. Another one of the little fabric leaves. Some cards. And up here. And this is just some pretty lace it's very soft that I coffee stained. This side, it's more of that pretty jute, little paper clip there. These are part of the pocket. And then over here, this is supposed to be an envelope, but I transformed it into a flip pocket. He's so cute. I didn't want to, he would normally fold right there and this would be the top of your envelope, but I wanted him, the whole hem there. These pretty cards. These little guys are in the bottom. And he flips open. Nice journaling spot there. Little flip up. More little pockets. That's part of the pocket there. Library card. Some receipts. And here I cut around the truck. And there's two pockets. There's one behind the house and one behind the truck. Little journaling card. Beautiful mushrooms again. Little notebook, and I put the brats and I left them exposed so that you can flip the pages over. Just undo the brats and turn them over and you have double writing spaces. And over here, this is the rusty. And then over here, this little squirrel. I had a lot of fun making this. He was on a full page, and I just cut him out. Made another copy to get the little bottom there. Here's all these little guys. One of the little clusters. Little bundling card, another little cluster. And he opens up. I think I need to, no, I guess I'm okay. Got a pocket here. Long postcard, fountain pen. And then I did the gourd the same way, or the squash, as you can see. How it's cut out there. Pocket for all these little guys. And he flips open. Tiny pocket there. And one of the fussy cut leaves. These little journaling tickets. And here we have a big pocket that I cut around. As you can see here. And then I cut out all of the jars and the pumpkins and put them on foam dots, so you've got some 3D things sitting on the shelf. One of the autumn cards. Then I made another one of these. Little pocket here, and this is part of the pocket. Cards are up here. Here's the other pocket. And we've got the rusty sari silk there. Writing space on the back. And here's another one, big pocket here. Three more up here. And one already closed back up. And one last page here. This is green twine. And again, I took one of the clusters and made it into a flip and a belly band. So if we pull out our cards here, this is the belly band. I know it's very busy paper, I love it. There's the belly band there, and we've got little paper clips everywhere where they were on the paper. And I made some little pockets, of course. There's a little leaf, a little postcard. Little stamp and an envelope. And up here there is these little guys. And one more time. With a little stamp, postcard. And these are the cards, little journaling cards that slide under it. And then it swings this way. Got a pocket here. And I made a little booklet. Opens this way. Journaling spot. Journaling spot. and a journaling spot. Another flip, pocket, beautiful gold wax seal there. And up here in this pocket, journaling cards. Opens up, nice place to journal. Here I cut out the pumpkins that was at the bottom of the old house there. These are the autumn cards or tags. Beautiful. Pretty colors. This is my favorite one. And you can journal. Oops, I get the dropsies. You can journal on the back of all of those. And then here's your actual journal. There's 72 pages in here. The pages are tied to this cover, and this cover is tied to the spine. So you could just find the center here, slide out your journal if you wanted to write on it. And you can also slide some other things in there. But this is her lined paper that goes with the set. So it's double-sided. Side. Tons of journal. And there's your inside bag. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time. Until next time, stay crafty. Bye-bye.